of connecting IT and sports, Slovakia might be even higher comparing to some more developed countries in terms of having football as a sport. Let's wait and see. Please tell us, how are you using big data, SAP Sports One and S/4HANA to improve the performance of your players?
Thank you. So we heard today a lot about the AI, the future, the visions, the neurogenetics and something like that. I would like to talk a bit about the game. The game when 22 sweaty guys runs on the pitch, kicking the ball, trying to score, and so on. What is interesting in our situation, all of them, they are covered by SAP solutions. Is it possible? Let's go back 6-7 years ago. And this was our situation in 2011. We were in a situation where every communication, every level was more than complicated. Lots of different systems, many files, Excel worksheets, tons of papers. We were missing basic registers for the players, officials, referees. We didn't talk about the goals, except the goals on the pitch. We couldn't set the goals, not to measure them. Everything was not connected and absolutely non-evaluable. A disaster. In that time, it was not so big disaster like we are talking about it now, but it was real fun. So we had to make a decision about the change. All of you know that change is mostly very difficult. There is a lot of fear, there is a lot of historical connection, and in football especially, because the football, except the top European or world clubs, because they are business companies, football runs under the civic organizations. It looks like maybe the holding structures, but this is not a business company. Normally, we cannot say to our regions or districts that you have to do this. If we do it like this, we are out. We have to ask. We have to ask our colleagues in the low levels and our football family to help us. It's a really big difference from the normal business life, but it is possible. So we started with a new idea. A new idea was about the no-paper football. In 2011, it sounds really bit crazy. The people around us thought that, okay, you will be out in 2 years, and then we will go the classic way, the old-fashioned. Okay, we are still here. So the first step, we were trying to talk about the consolidation, the data. We created our own information system of Slovak football, of course with the external company. This time the company is one of the SAP implementators, so it's a quite big one partner. And we started to collect the data to put anything possible into one system. And then we will see if it is possible to run football with the no papers. This is the situation now, in this year. So we have actually 44 associations, I will tell it later, in one. 1,800 clubs with 5,700 teams, 19,000 employees, means from the pro players down to, I don't know, 8 league, someone around, part-time jobs, full-time jobs. So we are twice bigger like Volkswagen in Slovakia at the moment. The only one bigger employer is the state. 3,500 referees, more than 5,000 coaches, and we have an information system, 386,000 records about the individuals. It's quite huge. Below or over, there is almost 2 million fans. There's a population of Slovakia is 5.5 million. This is Football Association, or football as a structure. We have Slovak FA on top. 15 national teams. It's our responsibility. The FA Cup, Second League, Youth Republic competitions, and the grassroots. Because what is most important, we have 386 people in the organization, but there are a lot of people just playing football. Football is only one. This is another idea. It's not the professional, the amateur, the game, and so. Football is just one. We can control 386,000 people at the moment, but we know that outside there is more than 500,000 the others, the loving football, the playing on the streets, playing in the kindergartens, in the schools, and so on. They are not in organizations like league football, but they are out. This is special for us because it's a potential customer or a colleague or a partner, whoever. Sorry. Union of Professional Clubs covered first league, 4 regional FAs, third, fourth, fifth league, and the 38 districts, 6, 7. I think we have 8 at the moment. We had 9, but it's a different situation. And normally, the one season is about 57,000 matches. In 370, I think we have almost 400 competitions, from the first senior leagues down to U6, the kids. If you can talk about the one match as a one business case, because referee need to get some small money, small amount, and so on, it generates thousands of records. With the, it's impossible to do it on the paper. So we are trying to look for another solution which can help us to run all this, and now it is about the business. So we started to talk about football, and it really is this way, that this is the industry. The sports in general is a big industry. The 15 national teams, what we have, we started in 2011 with 86 matches per season. Now we play 145 matches per year. Who knows something about the football or sports in general can imagine the real problematic logistics with all the team shirts and I don't know, the laundry and accommodation, transportation, and so on. It's not so easy. And definitely we are not able to do it in old-style way. Now we run more than 350 projects per year. Match is the project, the camp of the national team is the project, the education course or something like that for coaches is a project. So really, we have 86 people in FA at the moment, and 350 is more than enough per year. So we started to think how to be more effective. It's a logical question. Our basic requirements. Simple, but it's not so easy to fulfill them. We were trying to find a modern technological solution. Significant reduction in the paper agenda, as I told you, the tons of papers in archives, just cubic meters full of papers. And you know the situation that the digitalization, it's not just the scan the paper in the PDF file. This is not digital form. Important, transparency of internal processes and online controlling and budgeting. We had a problem to find our position in each project, how much we spent, where we are, and so on. It was really a problem for us. And the most important is high processing speed, because the number of projects is quite big. Another point, user-friendly perspective, because the people in football, most of the people running the football and working in football are very simple, so they need everything user-friendly. Simple to manage for our IT guys, highly efficient user environment, and high security, because we work with really personal data and by the law and so on, so it must be really secure. And there must be availability to any user, anytime, anywhere, so classic mobile platform 24/7. The solution. We were talking to really several companies about the several solutions, but the most effective solution for us seems to be this. We can get the consolidation of both executive and sport technical data, and we can have the mobile work environment 24/7. More than 80% of our people, I know the football family, including the fans, are connected to our systems, including the portals with the results during the weekends. Sunday afternoon is really the highest peak, via mobile devices, 80% plus. So everything must run on mobile devices. It's not possible to do it on the desktops. Death. This is a very nice picture. Someone showed us 2 years ago this picture. It was like, what is possible? Okay, we are not in Germany. But step by step, window by window, it is quite simple. It looks big, but it's simple, and it works. What was most important thing for us? It's a circle in the middle, the real time. This is the magic word, real time. This is what we need. So there had to be two decisions. Why SAP S/4HANA? The question is really big, but the answer is very simple, because it covers all our executive areas, all the finance, sales, logistics, reporting, project management, and controlling and budgeting. So different situation for us. And why we chose SAP Sports One? We have two editions, the gold for the national teams, because it's not so easy to find a good way of communication between the coaches, the managers, the players. At the end, the biggest stars playing in Premier League or Serie A or whatever, wherever in the world, the guys more or less are very simple, but they love to play. So if you give them the good app, they will work, they will send you a feedback, they will communicate. They are happy about the new features like a reminder via the app that the training will be not at 3 but 3:30, the change of the room or something like this. It's very funny. The Sports One has the really biggest advantage. It's much different from the classic economic or ERPs. The user interface, it looks like game. Really, very friendly, it's nice, a lot of pictures and photos and so on. So the people love to work with them, with this system. And it covers the centers of youth talents and the academies. We run under our Slovak Football Association now 12 plus 22, 12 academies plus 22 centers. It's about 3,000 kids, 3,000, from the age of U15 to U19, and we will add 15 more in a couple of years. The most important thing and the point with the academies, we can control the process and we can control it in the real time. The academies run down below the professional clubs. We pay them some money, but in the old style, in the former era, we just could them the methodology, we could them some requirements and what to do and so on and so on. And we were waiting for the reports, especially in the, Excel worksheets or something like that. And we didn't have the control. Now we have it. It's very important because we have the IDs of the players. We can check the training system. We can check the supplements, whatever, especially doctors, for example. Doctors love it. Decision why. This is it. Most important thing, we can spend more time on the pitch and less time to administrate in the offices. Very, very important for our coaches and people around the teams. Better teamwork, the player, an analyst, one platform, just one platform, not 5 softwares and tons of papers, and security of the data. The part or the question about the marketing and communication. This is very important for us, that we see this as a chance for us to make a big step and to get more money. The first thing is our image. On the SAP map, we are next to German Football Association. So this is something what is more than huge in the football world. And we know a couple of people from UEFA. They asked us about this and this. And we did big jump in the image question. We are someone at the moment. We have SAP solution and we are next to DFB. Perfect. What we see as a big chance, we have an important partnership with big partner, and SAP is a big partner with a lot of important customers, a lot of people around who know how to run business. The second thing, we call it 3-2B, not classic B2B. Normally, we have a classic partnership. Someone give us money, and we do something for a promotion, and so on and so on. This is the way how we would like to go in the future. The partner means, for example, railways or the bus companies, whoever around SAP. We offer almost 2 million potential customers. We know them, we can communicate with them, we can send them anything. At the end, we can sell them anything, but we need something to sell. We can run this kind of cooperation on the platforms. Football is just a platform, it's not a game, it's a platform. The SAP is also the platform, and then it's just like from one side to another side, the money and products and money and services. So we together with an SAP, can earn more money. It's a perfect new revenue stream. And then at the end, to split the revenues. This is the way how to get more money into the football or in sport in general. Not to ask for sponsorship. In our country, there is no money for sponsorship. I think guys from your football association have the same problem. This is very brief info about the implementations. To be honest, I got it from the SAP Slovakia, so I'm not the professional for every line. But the interesting question is the project duration. So for S/4HANA, it took about 1 year. Now we are in the second month of running the project. It works, and it's good. I think we need more than 6-7 months, so at the end of the year, we will be in a quite different position, and we will tell you more about the results. The SubSports one we started just last week, but our team managers and the coaches, they work in the testing programs and so on a couple of months ago. So this will see, the result of this we will see at the end of the year also. We got lots of benefits, and definitely we are very happy that we were chosen to run those two platforms. Very short summary. We have what we didn't have, now we have it, centralized data consolidation. We have solution with communication options. This is very important for us, between coaches and players, on all the people around, the managers, doctors, whoever around football. Very professional management of sports activities. We have very good reporting, so now we know where we are. All the formats are standardized, so we can work afterwards with them, and also we have a couple of people ready to play with the numbers and so on, and to analyze how many kilometers did they run and how many passes and so on, and yellow cards or whatever. And what is important, the mobile work environment. So, I think this is all for the moment. Tons of information. From my side, I wish your national football team the victory on Saturday. You also play away, you play home with Malta. And remember the date, the 1st of September 2017. There will be a match in Slovakia, in Trnava, the Slovak Republic, against Slovenia. So now, that's the point. We were talking about the rankings and the points and who will qualify to Russia. But I think in this moment, we have an advantage. We have the SAP Sports 1. Thank you.